Yes, Vinelik Puma from BTS, I will be buying your burger. Iron Penis! Oi lads, Crypto here, how we all do? I don't care. Today we have another entry into this manga of the cut content series, and specifically we'll be going over cut action skills. Now before we get into the video itself, I do just want to mention that it's time for a side quest. Haha, got him. Weren't expecting that, were you? You weren't expecting that, were you? And if you say you were, then that's bullshit because we haven't done these for 5 videos. So people always ask me, Crypto, how are you so smart? Now typically, you know, I wouldn't expose my secrets. My brain is like the Krabby Patty formula, okay? It's pretty secretive. But I think it's time to reveal the big secret. The impossible quiz, speedrun, Battlefield 6, backwards compatibility, Dolby Atmos, 60 FPS, 1080p, 4K... Fuck man, I have AIDS, I swear to God. Okay, so how many holes in your mother? Obviously 4. Can a matchbox? No, but a tin can. Okay, so as you can see, here we have some Iridium writing, obviously, Alright, so before we cover the actual skills, I do just want to say that Moz and Flak didn't have any cut skills that we know of at all, but Moz does have some actual skills which were cut, so we'll cover those. And as for Flak, yeah, my man's fucked. As for Amora and Zane, both have plenty to go over. In case you're wondering what the source for these cut action skills is, they can be found in the cut content section, which can be accessed in Borderlands 3's main menu upon owning the Director's Cut DLC. I think we'll go over the character that has the least amount of action skills to show off, and that'll be Zane. Reminds me of his class mod diversity in 2020. One of the 2 of Zane's abilities was what seems to be an original version of the Sentinel. This is the Sentry. And yeah, I'm really not joking when I say it's the original Sentinel. It not only flies, but it also shoots shock damage. Design-wise, it's not very detailed from what we can see, but keep in mind this is very early in the game's development. If you take a look on the bottom right, the action skill logo is Iron Bear. No, Zane didn't originally have Iron Bear. This is just because Moz was the first designed character, and her action skill icon was used as a placeholder. Additionally, Zane had an action skill called the Reality Tunnel, and if you're familiar with the very popular Battle Royale game, the other one, and you've played Wraith before, then this should be very familiar to you. Whenever the player activates the action skill, Zane warps towards the desired location, and honestly, this is a super cool concept. I might prefer this over the barrier. Judging by the amount of times it is used, I assume it would have been an action skill like Rack Attack or Mantis, where it has multiple charges and can be spammed quite a bit. As you can obviously see, the skill has no real animation, but this would have probably changed if the skill made it into the final cut of the game. My guess as to why they removed it is because there were no augment and skill ideas to boost the skill and make it more unique, or my main guess is that it would be too easy to glitch out of bounds, but who knows, maybe the devs just didn't like it. Alright lads, next up on the list is Amora, and holy fuck, she has so many cancelled skills, it's ridiculous. The cancelled skills and interactions in my opinion are so much better than what we have now, and really shows the extended potential action skills could have had. Augments genuinely felt like adding another action skill onto your already existing one, and felt like they had a huge impact on your gameplay. The first skill is Face Dash, and as the name suggests, when having this action skill selected, Amora dashes towards her target and knocks them into the air. Now at first glance, this might seem like an awesome action skill, but in reality, it's probably good that it got scrapped. Blitz is a capstone in Amora's green skill tree, which allows Amora to dash towards her target upon a melee attack. You could have mixed and matched this action skill with Amora's augments, which she actually has now, but one augment that stands out is Multi. When selecting Multi, Amora doesn't only charge for one enemy, but after killing or hitting the original enemy, she dashes towards the next one, and the chains just keep going on and on and on. It's pretty fucking cool. Phase Dash is undoubtedly an awesome action skill, however I can definitely imagine it having some sort of scaling issues, just like skills Amora currently has. Looking at you, everything in the green tree. Next up fellas, we have Phase Blast. With this action skill, Amora creates a beam in front of her which can be dragged with her in order to do damage. Judging by the fact that Amora waves her hands around as if she's participating in the bloody Mexican wave, maybe this skill got benefited by melee damage. It also looks like later on in development, this skill got completely reworked and full on changed, as it went from having a beam in front of you to full on throwing a motherfucking Rasengan at your enemies. Yeah, this definitely fits the name of the skill way more, and if anything, the original variant of the skill should have been called Phase Beam. Also, can I just point out how fucking cool this looks when paired with Phase Slam? The next action skill is phaselink, and this is just Ties That Bind DIY 5-minute craft edition. I mean, look at that shit, it even has the same hand animation current Ties That Bind and Face Grasp has. Phase Melt has Amora take some immense heroin, resulting resulting in her forming a bubble around her. This is kind of like Moses' security bear skill inside of an action skill, and I can see this having some cool interactions. For example, it could be a very easy way to proc the Harmageddon Guardian rank with the constant elemental damage, and maybe it could be fun with a melee build. We also had Phase Web, which... Joining the list are combos, and this is more of a feature than an action skill, and holy shit. The description of this states, the siren can string together her action skills to perform powerful combos. With just the action skill button, she can perform up to 3 action skills. The player chooses which action skill to perform at which point of the combo. You see what I mean by action skills having more potential? Now, as you can see, it definitely feels very awkward with some skills mashed together, but that's to be expected as this is a very early build of the game. If they stuck with this idea until release, I'm sure most action skills would have flown together perfectly. Believe it or not, Phase Slam out of all things could have joined the combo mechanic. Jesus Christ, there were so many action skills at one point. And I think it shows that the original idea of action skills was to create your own one. Don't get me wrong, the system we have now is pretty damn sweet with a lot of diversity, but this could have been a game changer for the franchise. And finally, we have the Demolition Woman herself, you guessed it, Mozara Hyusinian Yanlun Alamir Andreyevna, or Moose for short. And as I said at the start of the video, she doesn't have any core action skills. She was definitely a more planned Vault Hunter, so instead we'll just go over her scrapped skills and augments. Now, a lot of the skills in here are just skills which are currently in the game, just worded differently, so we'll be avoiding those. First up is a very cool skill named 5-Year Plan, where the longer Mo shoots without reloading, the more grenade damage she deals. This skill is very similar to her Blastmaster class mod, but I still would have preferred this skill over something like why can't I carry all these grenades, just to give grenades that extra boost. Maybe, just maybe, grenades wouldn't have been fucking useless for a whole year if skills like this existed. Boom is yet another grenade skill which has a basic effect of increasing grenade damage / radius by 25%. Slagrosif Flurred what? Ayo, what is definitely right. I genuinely was not expecting to see this here. Now, there are 2 possible outcomes for this skill. Either the name just has slag in it because... why not? Or the most likely outcome, this could have been shown off during the time period when slag was still an official element in Borderlands 3. Yeah, you heard me. In case you didn't know that, then there's a fun fact for you. The augment states, every 3 hits, a percentage of the bare fist's damage is added as a random type of elemental damage. Full Can of Whoop-Ass returns with a different ability which gives Mo's more action skill cooldown rate so long as her shields are full. This is pretty much just like Zane's adrenaline skill and will definitely have a neat interaction with the Bloodletter class mod. And no, there's no more and. That's all we were shown in the skills department, some very interesting stuff. Again, sorry Flak mains, there's just nothing for you here. I believe Flak was the final designed Vault Hunter, and I'm sure he was the more planned Vault Hunter just like Mo's, hence not seeing any scrapped things for him, so yeah, again, I'm sorry. I left you guys out, this video is just a discrimination against Flak mains. So how do you guys feel about these skills and action skills being cancelled? Anything here in particular you would love to see? If so, make sure to comment it down below. Personally, I really wish combos made it into the game because, man, it's just such a cool concept. But yeah, with all that out of the way, this marks the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I make content all things Borderlands, so it's definitely worth sticking around. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Stay classy. Peace.